Hi, I'm Shania. I am a midwife working at Auckland DHB, and I work within Auckland City Hospital. I am working on Women's Assessment Unit.
What are some of the changes or precautions that have been implemented at your workplace due to COVID?
For the whole hospital, we have a screening system. So when someone comes to the hospital, if you're a visitor or if you're a patient yourself, you'll get screened at the door. And this involves questions such as, have you are you an MIQ worker? Have you been a close contact? Have you been at a location of interest? Things like that. And then it moves on to a symptom screen. If you are negative for all of those questions, you get put into what we call green stream. If you have one of those symptoms, or if you're a close contact or have a symptom, you go into the orange stream, which requires you to have a COVID test. But if you're highly probable or you're a confirmed case, you get put in the red stream. As a part of that screening process, that we re-screen all women who come into our unit, and we have to wear N95 masks to do the screening process. Once a woman is confirmed as low risk, then we're able to take off all the PPE that we're wearing and we just wear standard precautions. So that's just a normal surgical mask and gloves. This woman was visiting her baby in the neonatal unit. So because she was already screened, we didn't re-screen her, and I could just treat her with the normal standard precautions. But it was unknown to us that she was actually COVID positive at the time. And lo and behold, we had to self-isolate for 14 days. The Women's Assessment Unit have since changed their policy, just knowing that there's so much COVID out in the community. They have announced that moving forward, we're going to have to change the way that we do this, as obviously it's very unsustainable having staff off for this amount of time.
Mm. Um, what do you think then, having come in contact with a COVID positive patient, what do you think about the government's decision to make vaccination mandatory for health workers?
I think vaccinations are a good thing, they're effective. There's just been a study that's been released from the UK that has shown pregnant women who are unvaccinated are the most likely to have COVID complications. So I think in my profession especially, you're doing it to take care of your patients, and as they are vulnerable and they have babies and families, you do everything you can to protect them.
Definitely.
Find it quite frustrating about how the DHBs are so independent. Obviously in Auckland we have 3 DHBs. They each have their own different policies and way that they manage it, or just having consistency across the DHBs, especially since we are quite close together. It's only 10 minutes across the bridge and you're crossing over into a different district health board. I think it'd be better if we all had the same COVID policies.